Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Deus Ex Mankind Divided Blind. Now, last time I made a fool out of myself trying to solve this puzzle, which ultimately I did solve by accident, just by clicking it too many times. So, regardless, let's check what's inside here. Looks to be some kind of a secret office. Frick, didn't want to steal that. I did, however, want to steal that. To avoid any issues with client perspective and backup policies, critical files into special storage. I changed the code myself. Okay. What is this? What is this? Some kind of a bridge being built? I don't quite understand, because this is obviously a river, right? In the middle, and it being Vltava, and the two banks with the city on it, but okay, there's a terminal to be hacked here, but there's also an ebook. Palisade Bank Corporation, Property and Data Protection, offers 2 ways to protect important things in life. Best vault for any items and valuables. Needs finance protection. Best secure corporate data archiving facility. Earn 100% safe critic rating. Yeah, sure. And the person that is reading this at this very moment is in the process of breaking in.
Millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Reporting to you live.
Okay, that barely worked, but I guess I'll take barely working over not working at all. Flight 451 dossier. This is the flight that... Shut up with the news for a moment. This is the flight that I reported on the news that was supposedly destroyed by the augmented, right? Black Book confirms ionosphere theory. Secret military facilities in the area and tests were being conducted at the time. Public must not know about the base, must not suspect reason for the crash. Picus cover story, yeah, right. Was hijacked by augmented passenger Thomas Halderman. Do not distribute. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, I am going to steal the Praxis kit just because it's far too powerful to leave in here. I think this is actually everything, right? Okay, this is a little annoying that I have to actually manually return to him with the news. I thought he might contact me through the intercom or something, but I guess it makes sense that they don't, because after all they are undercover in the freaking sewers in the first place. So, freak, I might have. Oh! That was a huge mistake, actually. I wanted to go only one level lower to level 2 and exit, and instead I went like 5 levels deep. Wait, no. think because I got it because it's weird. The ground floor is not on level. Like for me to reasonably understand it, it should be 0 as ground level and then -1 for all of the floors beneath. But it seems, yeah, this is actually like the second floor with the CEO's office. So I was in a correct place after all by exiting through here. Right? Yeah, level 2 lobby. Okay, but this is freak. This is not exactly that great because it's behind the lasers that lead to the corporate vault, which is not the best place. So I think I might actually go back here.
Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
This is still the CEO's office. Yeah, so I can do what I did before, which is activating the cloak og and then just running out.
Come on. Stay true.
Yeah, that kind of worked, surprisingly enough. Okay, so now I need to go all the way across the town again to get to the sewers where the Samizdat guys are.
Okay, well, I'm out of fucking ideas here.
More than a few around.
Yeah, it's all the way down here.
No, no more. I don't care what you do. I don't care.
Wow, that is also a creepy advertisement, because is this supposed to be her mouth? Is it like unhinging? Because her freaking teeth are Okay, I feel wrong about this, so I'm not going to look at it any longer. Freak, I didn't want to do that actually.
Už ani oddělení se nedá věřit.
Don't try it, Cal. Take care. Stay quiet.
I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad.
It's the third time he said it. Oops, I wasn't expecting that was going to happen, and I went the wrong way anyway. This is the lab with the virus.
Please, leave me be. There is no such thing as free will. We are programmed from birth. Heredity. Go back. Think we make choices, but even they are programmed.
Yeah, he already said that. And it is an interesting philosophical discussion to be had, but I feel like in practical terms, determinism is in itself pointless, because, as I already said, like, in theory, I do agree with determinism in a way, because I do believe that everything we do depends on something, and in theory, if you had 100% of the info, all of the information in the universe, then I truly believe that you could predict what people are going to do, because no choice exists in a vacuum, and everything we do is informed by something. So theoretically, yeah, I guess you could, but assuming that has a number of technical and practical drawbacks, which the main one is the abolishing of the concept of personal responsibility, because if all of our choices are pre-programmed, then how can we be held accountable for anything we do? Like, if someone commits a crime, if we were to go with a deterministic route, then he could just say, "Oh, society, my choice was not in the matter. I couldn't help it because every choice is determined." It is to a point, and I guess globally speaking, as I said, if you had 100% of the information, then I guess you could argue that everything is determined in its entirety. But from a local human standpoint, it doesn't really work as an assumption. And I think, I think the assumption of free will is actually beneficial to society overall.
So, you got anything on Picus?
What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
I find that
There is
highly.
nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million ogs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet chatter, man, up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit. That's a fact.
I seriously doubt that figure about the earthquakes being caused by bombs, although I guess it might be a little bit different in the Deus Ex universe, because obviously, even though the Illuminati controlling the whole world is a conspiracy theory in the real world as well, there are concrete proof, like it is literally happening in this universe, and it has been for decades. So, other things that are conspiracy theories, for example, aliens technically exist in Deus Ex, but they are not from outer space. They are bioengineered, and the whole story about Roswell and the UFOs and all that, it's actually a cover for scientific bioengineering experiments.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex built our mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted for them.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to rig the game. Puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who is your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Psst, Defal, Kidara, Kilva, the Changdala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to yet.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not Picus down here, okay? We're one of the few media outlets left that aren't part of the global control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished.
Well, I will give him the evidence, although I feel like it presents an interesting moral dilemma in a way, because I assume he's going to give him the evidence about the flight as opposed to the evidence about the water. Now, the evidence about the water is actually more horrible, I feel, and I would be less conflicted about giving it away because I think there would be nothing wrong about it. Whereas this evidence about the flight, obviously the people have a right to know that it wasn't an augmented person, but I am also going to give him the location of a secret military base, which might be used by the enemies of the state to possibly kill some people, and you can't, like, the regular soldiers that work at that base and their families and all that, you can't say that they are all responsible for that. They don't make the policies. How do you say it? The policies, I think. They don't make the rules. They just do what they have to, and I understand that at some point I was just following orders is no longer applicable, because that's exactly how we got to the Nuremberg trials, with people just following orders. At some point you have to stop, but people, if you just work at some secret base and all you do is guard a door to that base, for example, and then some secret hacktivist group leaks the location of that base and your arms and legs are blown off because it was bombed, then I feel it's kind of a rough deal. But I will give him the evidence nonetheless, because I think Picus, and by the extent the Illuminati, should be taken down a peg. Or dozen.
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
Alright, inspire me.
Ah, okay, so I have a choice. Interesting. Okay, so I will give him this, because as I said, I didn't think it was going to give me a choice. As I said, I feel like this is, I'm a lot less conflicted. There is nothing wrong, in my eyes, in revealing that.
Here, Picus knew all about a recent chemical spill, and what it did to the water supply. They warned their own people, but not the public at large.
Better to risk people's health than to threaten social order. This is good, very good. Anything else?
Oh. Okay, I am conflicted about this, but I feel like it is important, at the very least. I feel bad about giving away the location of the base, but I feel it is important, at the very least, that the public know that it wasn't some crazy AUG person that did it, because all this reporting did was to fuel the flames of the anti-AUG hatred. So I feel like clearing that up might be important, and if somebody's legs get blown off because he was guarding a door at the military base, then I guess I'm sorry, but then again, he is a soldier, so he kind of signed up for it, in a way.
A commercial airliner went down recently, over an ionospheric research facility. Plane went down because of whatever the military was doing there, not because of some augmented passenger like Picus claims.
Shit, man! This is it! This is headline fucking material! You did good, man! Real good! Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
All right.
Okay. So where would it be exactly? Ah, it won't tell me from here because I need to exit the sewers first. but I have 2 praxis kits available. So first, let me get back to the ladder. Now, maybe I should upgrade something. I feel like the cloak is giving me a lot of mileage, so I will buy the... I feel like this could potentially be very useful, especially once I extend my battery as well, and it's only 1 praxis kit, so I think although, is it useful? I can just knock them out and then become invisible again. I'll relent on that for a moment, but I will buy the disabling of the turrets and then the bots as well, just because I have a feeling that might be very useful down the line. Okay, so climb back up onto the streets. Now, where would be the... This is the metro, so not the side objective. Auto dealing. Okay, interesting. Wasn't expecting it to be there.
Can't defend against that kind of thing. That's all.
My się poistku godziny w dziecki czas. W dziecki.
Cannot come soon enough.
Лайховка.
So, why would it be here? Unless it's like on top of it, or...
Stay quiet.
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever.
Yeah, this is... I find this to be pretty weird, so... Maybe it's... actually like on the roof or something? You can't move this. Actually, maybe I should have bought that. Well, there is a vent here. And if I remember correctly, it did lead somewhere. Oh no, it just led to this alley, which I didn't remember. Information panels. But why would the information panels be here? I don't understand that. Because this is just some random shop. It isn't a government building or anything.
Here we go. Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Maybe it's on the roof. Used by yourself. I do have a couple of them, so why isn't it working? Ah, okay, so I need to plug it in. I wonder if it is going to last forever. I can spare one. Because I don't have the AUG necessary for jumping high yet. Ah, so it's just like an antenna. Well, I guess that makes sense. How many of those capture points? Just one, it seems. And there's some additional data store here. I'll try hacking it, but it depends on how much time is left.
Access granted.
Okay, trigger network alarm is probably not what I want to do. Enable remote admin.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How did you get this number?
I did what you asked. Samizdat should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end it was revealed that they aren't that good to begin with, but oh well. Okay, I think I'm done with the side quests for now. Which leaves me just to travel to Ruzicka, which I can do from from where? Why doesn't it show? Can I travel there from any metro station, or? Well, I guess I'll go and see.
Make no trouble.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Aren't you something else?
All right, Miller, I'm at the metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive.
Hand
it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
You've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do, and no time to
let me
waste.
keep you there. Get moving, asshole.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive anytime you call up Ruzicka Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Ruzicka?
Plan A wasn't working.
No, nothing like that. I just question the legality of it. No, that's not the word. Anyway, you can't tell me you're comfortable with forcing people out of their homes and into that ghetto?
I'm comfortable enough if it means we're safer here in the city. See, the problem is that we can't tell which of these orgs are safe and which are getting ready to kill us.
You're right. They should have made allowances for that when they developed the enhancement technology. It would be so useful right now to have some sort of shut-off switch or something.
That's crazy talk, especially given that's what the Illuminati were planning to do already in Human Revolution, and here you have those regular people wishing that you could just switch off other people that you don't like.
Excuse me, but I don't want to talk to you. Hope you understand.
Okay, let me call up the tram. Leave this area. Oh, no, yes, but not at this location. Not at this location. I want to travel to Ruzicka Station. And now another really lengthy loading screen, presumably. Okay, like I feel like this one was quicker than the other one.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there, something big, something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
Jensen your way in there. I love that expression.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had 1 more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan, if they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least 1 guy in an exosuit, and my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Doesn't he already know? Isn't that why I'm here? Like, I guess I was sent here by somebody else in the task force, but you'd think the leader would know about the obstruction. Let me look at the map of the place. So apparently I am allowed in here, whatever it is. Oh. Or I am not. It still might be worth a look at, if only because of some potential shortcuts.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I don't think anyone noticed that. Breaker. Okay, so I disabled power to something, which I guess in itself probably means that it leads somewhere important. Okay, this just goes above the train station, the platform. But there is another vent here. It seems like I landed straight into one of the computer rooms, which is okay. Read that already, which is very useful. All things considered, security rating 3. Still, probably wise to try and hack it. How many of those? Just one. I think it's just one registry.
Anomaly detected.
Break.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, that worked out in the end. Now, disable the camera. Oh, I don't want to trigger the alarm. I thought maybe I could shut off the possibility of even raising an alarm, but no such luck, I guess. Smoke grenade. Not necessarily something I need. What about this? Igor Bloom. Telecom footage. Appears to be corrupted. Can decode it. Resend the data. Double check all the things. You might even need to send someone to check if you're unsure what to do next. If you have questions, get in touch. That's from the police, I guess. Audit. Tragic bombing at the Ruzicka Station. Perform an audit of security protocols in all metro stations. An outside consultant will be brought in. We'll run through several mock-up situation personal interviews. Aim of this exercise is not to punish but to prevent such a terrible attack from happening again. We'll contact you individually. Vice President of Security. Volunteers required. Code P61, Palisade Station. Over time, he's asked to respond to handle operator overflow and crowd control. I guess that's because the connections were rerouted to another station while this is closed. Servers. So I guess this is where it would be, right? There's a guard incoming. It's probably wiser if I don't knock anyone out. Obviously, knocking out the police could have some consequences in the long run. And second of all, they will obviously know that I was there if I leave any bodies. But then, I don't think this guy ever leaves this part of the corridor. So it might be difficult to... Yeah, surely they are going to notice me, right? There is no way I can hide. Although, maybe I can. Maybe I can hide here and wait for the guy to go past me down the corridor, and then I'll go. And then I'll go into the server room. Okay, but how would I access? It's supposed to be here, right? Oh, not really. It's apparently, interesting. It's apparently on a whole different level of the station, so this room might in fact be pointless to me at this moment. I need to get up instead. Well, there is supposedly a ladder somewhere on the right. Drawer. Oh, there's a pocket secretary here. But I should probably retreat before trying to read it. would be this, right? Our servers have to get hard reset. The security room entry code 8066. Okay, this is actually really useful because it'll allow me to cut the time needed to get into the secure room once I approach it. This might also go up, presumably. I think this is a security outpost, which is also potentially useful. This will, yeah, right. it's hilarious that it's actually kind of hilarious that they don't they do see you through the glass, but they don't react at all to the fact that that the glass, you know, that I've closed the shutters suddenly. It's almost like they don't realize that somebody must have done that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program in access granted.
Lost keycard. Have you checked the washrooms? Lost my keycard. Okay, so there's a keycard to be found, presumably. Important information. State police are asking the investigation. Do not disturb or enter restricted areas. Expected to have on your person and present any documentation proving your identity. Not specifically instructed to be present. No justified reason. You are advised to remain absent until further official notice. Okay, memorial service. The next few weeks pending the state police investigation. It is not possible to provide a confirmed date. Volunteers. That's the volunteers about rerouting the traffic. Which... okay, so before I go up, I will search the washrooms because I feel like... apparently this part is not restricted. Interesting. Because it's just outside the platform, I guess. Okay, I will check the washrooms because supposedly one of the guys lost his keycard in here. I don't see it though. Well, there's still the other bathroom, which seems to be for do not enter authorized personnel only. Well, I'll give it a try anyway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
This is a storage closet, so not really. Although wait. What's that? Yeah, Ruzicka Station security keycard. Okay, that's pretty great. So, theoretically I can't get past here, but practically I can enable the cloak and then run up, right?
Could be nothing.
Move in.
Main hall, bookstore, cafe. I went the wrong way. I should have went here. I didn't pay that much attention at the time. Frig. One of them saw me from behind, but I think not for long enough to raise the alarm. Okay, there's another storage closet here. Stun gun ammo. I am going to steal that, just because it's very useful in my line of work, which is not killing anyone. Okay, so this would lead me down there. This is the ladder I saw on one of the maps, I guess. I just couldn't locate it properly. It's in the vents then? Oh, not necessarily. How would I get here from the other side? Well, it doesn't really matter. I am on the higher level as I need to be. Okay, that's not the most comfortable position to be in. A cafe. To be honest, I'm considering just running through here. Like literally wow, there's a bajillion of them. I need to use one of those, I guess. Because it's a combat area, that's why it's not regenerating fully, I guess. But
Over there. Hear that?
Might have something here.
okay, I think I might have blundered here. Yeah, I should have. Damn it. The path was obstructed, so I wasn't sure how to. Ah, but there's a vent, so I'll just wait for the guard to leave, or that maybe I don't even have to do that. Yeah, and this should lead me to the other room with the. Or should it?
We'll get whoever did this. I know we will. Looks like more
overtime. Okay, this is not exactly where I wanted to go. So this will take me to somewhere, but I don't think too heavy.
Fucking args. Just killing anything.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't feel like this is a good exit. Although maybe it is because I'm past whatever obstruction I saw earlier, so.
Is someone in need of assistance?
Okay, am I in the correct? Documents. Is this the disc?
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Okay. So I need to wait for, unless there is like a vent here or something, I need to wait for my power to recharge until I can get the hell out of here. Okay, and now
I wonder if one of those clanks will come back to see the carnage.
this is the part where I can't get out because I don't have the AUG for lifting heavy objects, which is starting to look quite attractive, but I'll wait. I think I want to get the Icarus landing system first, and it costs 2. Okay, this is the bookstore, so from here I should be able to just run out. by doing that.
Got something.
Checking in. Clear.
We will find evidence.
Okay, and now I need to just get out of the restricted area, and this should be golden.
How could we let this happen? Come on.
Good enough.
Okay.
I was already late for work, now I have to walk across town. I was already late for work, now I have to walk
Nechci být
across town.
neslušnej. Možná to tak nevypadá, ale máme práci.
Imagine how many innocent people were killed.
Okay, I'm ready to go back. Which I think this station is actually the closest to the bureau.
Whoa, Og, what do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it. Go.
Huh. Wasn't...
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
Telecam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
I wasn't paying attention to which car was I going with because it never mattered until this point, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that at the very least they reprimanded me. Like, obviously it's not nice for Jensen, but it is nice for my immersion.
Feels like everyone is paranoid.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Okay, I'll go there first because I have a feeling that otherwise that the main plot might proceed too far, and then I won't be able to talk with her anymore unless... Wait, this is the main plot as well, isn't it? Oh, it isn't actually. No, it is. So, well, I guess it doesn't matter, but I'll go anyway.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
Copy. Heading out.
Your image is brought to you by some people who don't work here anymore.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate the city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its Aug problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-Aug.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the Collective who used to work for Bell Tower too.
Huh, that'll be Ben Saxon,
you don't mess
right?
with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
I wasn't expecting that many references to Deus Ex the Fall.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vessel Life, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Miller himself is, you know, aware of the full scope of it. I guess whether I agree or disagree doesn't really matter. What matters is what I do about it afterwards. But then again, he did pull me off the Dubai case.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. I think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where Ark's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the threat to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Okay, I'll investigate the ruins of the clinic, because if there are any supplies left here, and at this point I treat them as, you know, leftovers that nobody cares about, I don't really consider it stealing if it has been abandoned for a longer time and nobody picked it up. An ebook. Corporatocracy is not a dirty word. Anti-capitalist radicals will cite the passing of a Corporate Sovereignty Act as the establishment of a pro-corporate institution such as Palisade Bank and the policy change. This is quite huge. Policy change that allows large corporations to sit at the UN Security Council. So basically, large corporations in this world are pretty much sometimes equal or stronger than actual states, which is surely a cyberpunk concept to begin with. Like, obviously, I was aware that they were equal in power, but I didn't realize that it was officially recognized. They can actually sit at those international organizations as if they were states themselves. Corporations are the people and represent the people's interest in their best interest. Well, I kind of somehow doubt it, especially in the world of Deus Ex. But even in reality, it's not as simple. Although, then again, I am a believer in capitalism overall. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it doesn't have flaws, but I think it is a fairly reasonable system overall. I'm just not that enamored with it to consider that corporations supposedly are the best thing there is and they care about us. They don't care about us, they care about themselves. As most people do, in fact. Each corporation's mandate includes economic growth, expansion and development. History has shown that they have been much more successful at this than most governments. Well, it might be because in the world of Deus Ex that the corporations actually control the governments. Okay, I'll pick up that. Newspaper. Read that already.
Would you piss off to pull this duty?
I'll quit, that's all.
Ah, it's the Samizdat being displayed on the information. Right, because it's the tourist information and I hacked the tube. So now instead of a map and the directions, you have this. Our alternative is the truth.
Wouldn't treat a dog
Framed the guy. Okay, but this episode has been long enough, so I am going to actually end it here.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
So, I'm going to actually pause here. That's all for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.